Today, for our 5 minutes, we have a special guest, a brilliant young leader named Bryce Wilson. Age 14, a freshman at Whitney Young High School. Bryce plays the guitar. His favorite subject is math, and he is part of the boys' volleyball team and a Boy Scout. You are about to witness a future leader, maybe a future mayor, or a university president. Let us welcome Bryce Wilson.
Thank you, Reverend Moss. I appreciate the opportunity. Good afternoon, Trinity family. I stand here to talk about the hunger that shouldn't be. There's a kind of hunger that no child should ever have to know. Not the hunger for knowledge or for a dream to come true, but the kind of hunger that growls loud in your stomach when there's no breakfast before school, no lunch that fills you up, and dinner depends on what can be found in the cabinet. That hunger is not just a rumbling in the belly. It's a wound in the soul. Because food is more than fuel. Food is care. Food is dignity. Food becomes a sermon without words, preaching, you are seen, you are loved, you belong. When I was little, I thought that hunger only lived in faraway places, on commercials asking us to send $1 a day. But hunger is closer than we realize. In our neighborhoods, our schools, our playgrounds, maybe even in my class. In the United States, one of the wealthiest countries in the world, 1 in 5 children faces food insecurity. That means in a class of 25 kids, 5 of them might be wondering if they'll eat tonight. And here's the truth. Hunger doesn't just look like what we see on the commercials. It looks like the kid who's extra quiet because lunch is their only meal. It looks like the student who acts out, not because they don't care, but because an empty stomach makes it hard to think, hard to focus, hard to dream. But I believe, just like Reverend Moss would say, that we are called to live between the is and the ought. Right now there is hunger, but we ought to live in a world where no child goes to bed hungry. The good news is, God has already given us everything we need to fix this. God created the earth to produce enough food. The issue isn't supplying, it's sharing. It's community and it's compassion. In this time where the government refuses to ensure that every child is fed, we must ask ourselves, what can we do? Let me offer a few suggestions. We can check in on our friends and family to make sure they're fed. We can volunteer at a food pantry. We can organize a food drive at our school or a community center. We can share information about programs that help families get meals. We can advocate for policies that make sure no child goes to bed hungry. Because when we feed a child, we're not just filling a stomach. We're feeding hope. We're feeding potential. And we're feeding the future. Let's be the generation that says, no child in my school, my city, my hood, or my block will go hungry on our watch. Because the hunger that shouldn't be can be ended if we just choose to care. Thank you. And this is my 5 minutes.